days ago, I had a call from an old friend. It was a distress call. Amma, I need your help. I need to find a new job. You need to help me. And as he went on and on, trying to explain to me why he needed to quit his job, I told him, don't worry. I totally understand you. Have you ever felt so caught in a trap, so stifling, and you wanted to wiggle your way out, and you couldn't? Today, I want to share with you the story of how I was able to get out of my corporate trap. If I had been told that I would leave my job to focus on my own business, I would have laughed. Because one of my biggest fears is the fear of going completely flat bottom broke. And for that reason, I have been working since I was in the university. It was the only way I knew to make money. So I had a decent job. I was the learning and development manager of an international 4-star hotel. It was a respectable position. I got to network with some of the big names in the industry. And besides, I got respectable, it was respectable, so I was able to network with all these. And there was job security. Every month I would have something good coming into the bank, which was very important to me. Early this year, my salary was increased by over 50%, but I left anyway. I'm sure you're wondering, why would she leave just when her job was about to get sweeter? The answer is simple. It was the right thing for me to do at the right time. So let me explain this way. I had been at my job for 8 years. In the beginning, it was exciting, amazing, challenging. But after 4 years, I was done. I needed to move on. I needed something more challenging, something more exciting to wake me up. I thought about running, initially I thought about applying for another job, and it didn't sound too appealing. And then I fantasized about the idea of running my own business. But I was scared. What if things don't go well and I get broke, flat bottom broke? Besides, who would hire me anyway? How good am I that somebody will even ask me to do something for them? So I let the fear and self-doubt stop me from even thinking about the idea of running my own business, even though I fantasized about it. So do you know what I did instead? I registered to do an MBA, which lasts at least for 2 years. It bought me time to think. But eventually the MBA was done and I hadn't come up with a plan. So what was I going to do? What was I going to do? But something interesting happened. People who knew I was a corporate trainer would ask me to come and help them, help their organization with their corporate training needs. So I realized I had an opportunity. Then I registered my first business, Corporate Training Solutions, to help organizations with their training needs. However, I was still hanging on to my old job. So there were a lot of contracts I couldn't take. I had to pass them on because of conflict of interest. It didn't click that I had an opportunity to really go for it. So I kept thinking, okay, God, what do you want me to do? I don't want to get a new job. What do you want me to do? I was brainstorming. And I realized that whatever I did, it had to involve writing because as a child, I used to love reading and writing so much. But what was I going to write about? Fashion? No. How about inspirational stories? Okay, that's appealing. How about women? Wait a minute. How about write about the women who inspire you? Because as a person, I get so charged when I hear stories about women who are slaying in spite of their past mistakes, their challenges, their fears. So I thought, why not write about them? I started writing, and with the help of an amazing team, we set up the Fabulous Woman and we started posting these stories. It was literally my life. I was happy again. I was on fire. All I wanted to do was Fabulous Woman. I used to spend all night working on the Fabulous Woman. I remember at a point a friend asked me, so Amma, do you get paid for doing the Fabulous Woman? With a smile, I said no. You see, I was so passionate about what I was doing that I didn't even care I wasn't making money. But I needed to make money. There was a burning desire in me to leave my job, that there was something more I could do. I needed to leave. But I didn't know how I was going to make money. How am I going to make money? I was thinking, cracking my brain. Then it dawned on me. Consult business coaches. So I spoke to some few business coaches. And they all said, okay, you need a strategy. And one of them was kind enough to help me with a basic strategy. So here's what I did. I went into a hotel room to pray because I'm a Christian. I went to pray. to think, and then I ate jollof. At the end of the day, I had made my decision, and I had a strategy in my hand that I knew that this is the winner. My husband came, I told him about it, and he was in support, bless him. So I finally went to work. With vim, I wrote my letter, put in my resignation, and it felt so good. Now, to make things even more interesting, 2 days before my last day of leaving, I got a call from an international 5-star hotel. The HR director herself gave me a call about a vacancy that was literally to die for. Tell me, what would you have done? You want to leave your corporate trap so that you can go and focus on your own business, and you get an opportunity to literally die for. But I humbly told her no, because you see, I had a strategy that I wanted to work. I knew there was more I could do, and I didn't have to limit myself in a certain box. So currently, I have 2 organizations. I have corporate training solutions that I run with a team. That's what makes us money. We do trainings for different organizations. It makes us money. Some of the money we use to put food on the table, and then we use some to fund the activities of the Fabulous Woman Network, which as yet, as per our strategy, is not being monetized, but eventually we know we'll get there. Since we started Corporate Training Solutions, we've been able to train over 500 employees in various organizations on customer service. Now my heartbeat, the Fabulous Woman Network. We've been able to have events for women, for over 450 women, various events. These are some of the pictures you're seeing. And then, what really got us started, the stories. We've shared over 120 stories, inspirational stories on social media about some of these women. We've also been able to help 5 women start their own businesses with the help of an organization called Avec Investment Solutions. So these are some of the products they sell, diapers and stuff. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, has the journey been smooth? No. Do I still have fear and self-doubt? Yes. Are there times that I go into my bathroom and cry because somebody promised me business and the business didn't come? Yes. But do I let fear and self-doubt stop me from moving? No, not at all. One of the things we want to do to help women is to strategize. Everyone needs a strategy. Whether it is to lose weight, quit your job to find a new job, focus on your own business, travel abroad, whatever it is, you need a strategy. And by all means, get the help of a business coach if you have to. I did, and it has helped me. We want to help women to strategize. You need a strategy, and once you have that strategy in your hand, just keep moving. Focus on it and keep moving. Don't listen to anyone. Stop only to rest and review your strategy. Just keep moving until you wiggle yourself out of that trap that you find yourself in. Thank you.